So again, we are creating new class for this task. And yeah, what we need. So idea is that we have somewhere predefined array with name of days, and by user request we print out name of this day by the index. So let's define the day names in array. So we need to store strings, so text. So for these purposes we need to declare array of strings. So for these purposes we will write type like strings and say call it day of week, and we can initialize it in different way. Again, we can just say string and say its length. We have 7 days, and assign for each day of week manually each day, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, giving them specific index. Don't forget about that array index starts from 0 and so on, but it is a bit complicated, and I think more easier and clear would be if we would define the array, all array values at once. I will just print out the content of current array, so don't forget about enhanced loops, which require from us to define the type of element which we're going to retrieve from array and do some operation on it. So we define the type of element of this array, string, day name, and day of. So here we will go through each element in day of week and assign it to the variable day name, and we can operate with this. So right now we just want to print it out to check what we have inside of our array. So let's check what we have, and we can see that we have 3 values defined by us, and left of them are not defined, as I have mentioned before, that not initialized objects have default value equals to null. So, but yeah, let's get back to defining array in one line, in one statement. So again, we are defining the type of arrays, array of strings, day of week, and we just mention each element, what we will have inside. for now it will be enough. Don't forget to close the statement with semicolon, and let's print again content of our array. So here we go, it's content, and we need to create the application which will return the name of day based on the index. So for this we will use already known for us functionality. We will use scanner class. For this we will initialize it. Here we create new object. We create this object in memory, and we pass to it input from our console. And we do import of this class. Okay, and let's prompt user to enter day of week. And now we will wait for the input using method on scanner, call it next int. We expect right now only integer. We don't handle any specific situation. And we need to save its value somewhere. For this purpose we will create new variable of type int and call it day index. And to it we will assign the user input. And right now we need to print the name of the day based on user input. So we will refer to our array based on user input. So here we are. Let's see. Let's enter second index, and it's Wednesday. Okay, but second is Tuesday, no? So what we can do? So because our array is zero based, we need to convert user input to convenient way that Java could understand. For this we need to reduce it by 1. And let's try again. We enter 2 and we get Tuesday.
But you can also reduce it with the printout, no? The day in the print. Does it matter in which place you do it?
Right now, no, it will matter only for code readability. It depends on logic. So if I would name, for example, this variable user input, it would be logically to keep as it is. But right now I call it day index, and I expect that day index represents it in our array. So, but you could also do this here. Okay, actually that's it. Any questions? who had the same logic, that entering 2 I got Tuesday, not Wednesday. Okay. It's okay, you just but was the index handling accurately?
Yeah, because I took array 8 elements, and first one that is has
MC, yeah.
0, I put their incorrect value. So if the value that user handles is between 1 and 7, then then it writes right day number. If all other, then it writes the 0 element. That is incorrect.
Yeah, it's also possible. It satisfies current solution. It depends on requirements. So, but why it's not good? We don't need to store extra information. So, if our array day of week array represent date of week, there shouldn't be any unrelated stuff. So, like incorrect or something like that. Better handle it separately. So, but it's okay. It's good approach. Good that you have handled the day zero-based index in your system. Okay.
But you didn't show what you would do if the index is not from
Ah.
It was also in the class.
It would throw exception. So we can handle this. So right now we expect that user input will be only digit numbers. And yeah, you're right. We may do some check that value is in.
The task was also to check
Sorry?
the task was also to check the incorrect index.
Oh, it's second one. Okay. So we expect that input is only digits, but yeah, we do filtering out incorrect user input. So for this purpose, we may keep it like this. Yeah. If the index is less than 0, we definitely should say something is wrong. We will say that it is incorrect index. Okay, but here we handle only what is less than 0. We also need to handle what is greater than 7. In our case, I have only 4, then it should be it shouldn't be greater than 3 also. So if it is greater than 3, we print again that incorrect index passage. And only in that case, if everything if this condition doesn't appear, we will print the main logic. the do main logic, print out the index. Okay, so let's try enter 4. Oh yeah, greater than 4. So Friday. No, something went wrong. Day index 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we have 4 elements, and index should be is 0 based. Then we expect only 0, 1, 2, and 3. So incorrect index passed by user. But we can simplify this. Just make check in one condition using logical OR operation. So if the index is greater than 3 or less than 0, we inform user that it's incorrect index. So and again, here you may see that I have entered -1, but user was informed about another day index. It's because I have reduced it before the so more appropriate would be to check exactly user input in such situation and do reduction here. So in order to not user, because he has entered 1, but we have informed about different value. Yeah. Should I go a bit slower? Okay. Okay, another one task was to create an array with element from 9 to 0. So, who has completed this task? Okay. Let's see how we can do this. Again, we are defining array of type integers because we are going to store inside integers. Give some name to the array and do its initialization, defining its size. Its size will be 10. Okay, and let's do loop over these elements. We are starting from basic, just looping as usually. and we print it.